But basically what I'm doing...
Like my brother and sister-in-law, you know?
Are we still running?
Oh, yeah, well, that's all right. Let it go.
Okay.
But what I'm doing is because there is only one, me. She is me, my hologram. So I'm punishing me by a low-paying job and putting me out to work while I sit here and play.
It's not just a low-paying job. I mean,
well, she's not minimum wage.
Minimum wage is.
Yeah. But you should be. I mean, you know, I don't know.
But
it's
I'm not
it's
a
hard.
terribly ambitious person.
Well, right.
You know?
No, and you're clearly struggling. I think I hear you struggling with the notion of
having to sell.
Not being, you know, grandiose or about anything, but making money from doing what you feel you need to be doing anyway. From doing God's work.
Different.
And getting.
I don't feel it. I know it.
Yeah.
I know it. And I'm not about to drop, put down my feathers. I'm not going to quit my calling.
Oh, of course. No. But what I was saying is there a way that you can follow your calling and stay true to that and still make a living at it? Support the body. You know why you're doing that.
Evidently, this is it, and I'm really quite uncomfortable with it.
Yeah.
But I seem to have no choice.
Well, but with this new, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it just may be that, I mean, there are a lot of people out there, as I'm sure I don't need to tell you, who make an obscene amount of money selling nothing at seminars, giving people nothing of value at very expensive seminars and very expensive retreats, and and publishing newsletters for which they charge people subscriptions, and when you have so much of value to give people, it's painful to think that there isn't some way that you can work out some way to get some value.
Well, the creator seems to be working that out.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is really painful is the people that write letters or call and expect me to give me all your time, give me all your attention.
That's wrong on their part.
Huh?
That's a wrong thing on their part.
Well, they're just not thinking. Some of them don't.
Oh, right. No, it's
they
not that
expect it. I mean, they truly.
Right.
Some of them really, truly expect it.
Well,
you can sense it out of these people.
Well, then
the other ones are just not thinking. They will go to a doctor and pay $45, $85 for 20, 30 minutes.
Believe me, I'm up against that all the time of saying, well, I can't pay you now. And I'll say, well, how do you deal with your doctor when you have this problem? I mean, I have to make them think that I am giving them, they actually get well with me, okay? And they don't think that I'm near the top of the list to be paid. They think I'm down here. This doctor who gives them something that made them sick so they have to see me got paid.
Yeah, amen.
But they have insurance, which helps cover it.
And they think nothing of keeping you on the phone for an hour or dropping by and talking to you for an hour, which if they went to a physician or a psychiatrist,
physician gives them 15 minutes and that's about it.
Would charge them hundreds of dollars for the time that you you
well,
so it's
the big problem.
There's a need to educate people about the value that they're getting.
Right.
And give them a reasonable expectation.
I have been asked by all the medicine men and women that I know, somehow, Red Elk, can you please get it out? We are trained personnel.
Absolutely.
And we need to live too.
Right.
And cigarettes and thank you, and pipe tobacco and thank you, or nothing and thank you, doesn't, we are giving hours of our time.
Absolutely.
Even a 20-minute, I got things to do all day and somebody shows up to take 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Believe me.
And they take it.
This is why he has been such a gift. Because I said, honey, you've got to make these calls because they can't take from you what they want from me. You don't have it.
Yeah.
So whatever their questions are, they can tell you. You come to me, I'll give you the answer. You get back on the phone. And I don't have to spend 45 minutes. He's on the phone for 5 or 10, it's done.
Yeah.
And it really, it's the only way because you just don't have it. You can't keep doing that.
I don't know. Somehow it'll work out. I was asking the Creator about it just the other night. Getting these phone calls, past our bedtime, being that we like to go to bed at 9, we're usually in bed at 9:30, and that's it. And I'm often up. I might be in bed, but I'm up listening to Art Bell, and if it's a really good show, I'm up until he's off. And then I sleep for a little bit, and then get up and do what I have to do, returning letters and or having my morning prayers. And my morning prayers are very early, usually 2 hours before the sun ever rises up. I'm there in my meditation prayer time. And but anyway, I says, sir, what can we do about this? They're taking all of this energy out of me, taking all of this time away from me, even keeping my wife awake, because she's got to get up and go to work the next day, and they think nothing of it, and they give nothing for it. And you know what the Creator said? There will be enough. So you give to those idiots.
And he's helped me. I put my earplugs on. I bring them home with me, and I put them on at night. Put a pillow over my head so I don't have to see the light and hear the radio all the time. Or the telephone or whatever, and I go to sleep.
But right now, my main concern is I have somebody that's going to help me set up all of these things, these meetings and stuff, but I'm not getting, I say, I'm going to this area, that area. It's going to cost you $310 a piece, which is hard for a lot of people to come up with. But it is within reason. I mean, they'll go down and slap a $900 TV on their credit card, and by golly, they, if they want it bad enough, they're going to get it. Now,
that's what Willow reminds me of when I you do need to have that consciousness about things.
Of what you value, where you place your values. I had one woman complain to me about her bill, about herbs. Now, this woman came from the throes of death. Everybody had tried to help her. She was dying. I pulled her back. she's everything's wonderful. And she bitched about a bill. And I looked down at the shoes she had on. And they had to be $500, maybe $800 pair of shoes.
Oh, my goodness.
And I said, how much you pay for those shoes? And she was offended. And I said, I asked you how much to pay for those shoes. She said, $500. And I said, they make you feel better? She said, well, I said, this is where you place your value? This is where you spend your money? And you bitch at me over a bill that's reasonable because you're alive today? I said, what are you thinking? Where was your mind? She was just really, really annoyed with me. But I thought, wait a minute, this woman's complaining to me, wearing $500 shoes and a very expensive coat and diamond earrings, and she's pissed at me because of this bill. I said, no.
And it's tough because, we have a clientele that is clients like this who are, you've had clients who are literally millionaires.
Yeah.
And you've had clients who are
quite poor.
Very poor.
Absolutely poor, who have to work out accommodations and barter their time to do little odd jobs and things like that, because they have got nothing to pay in cash. So it spans this entire gamut of of society, your clientele, and you've somehow got to find the balance to realize that to all of those people you're giving out something of great value, whether they understand it or not, and how they fit it into their value scheme. You're giving them something of great value. You're giving the people that you deal with something of great value, and to find some way of just regulating that such that you're getting what you need. And I'm sure he is right. There will be enough.
Yeah.
But there's enough and there's enough.
And there's times that I've had enough.
Well, right, and it's in no one's service to burn yourself out. It's in no one's service.
You don't want to be an Edgar Casey.
Exactly, right, and because so.
I don't know. It will work out. The Creator will make us all come together and work out. And I hope it isn't for my benefit alone in the medicine world. I pray to our Creator.